Abigail sort of rebels against the normal idea of a woman, I think, in 1789. She kind of goes off on her own and does her own things, and she is friends with Samuel, who is not the type of person that would normally be expected of her to be friends with, and I think she has a sense of adventure as well.
Samuel's a former Army scout who has a bit of a drinking problem and is kind of lost in his own mind. Has a weird relationship with another character, Abigail, and gets caught up in a crazy scenario by saving the President George Washington.
And this is, thinks he's in charge, kind of, I mean, really he's second in charge, but he thinks he's in charge, but he thinks he's game for everything, but the second something trouble comes up against him, kind of wilts like a flower. He's important, but I'm talking about Annis. He's important to Lawton, but at the same time, he's also expendable.
Well, it was really fun to do a period piece, so being on set in these beautiful homes and having these beautiful costumes to play with really made the character come alive in a way that I hadn't imagined in rehearsals, so it was really fun to have the full world realized in that sense. And then the crew was a blast to hang out with, laughing and joking, but made me feel really comfortable on set as well, since this was my first film.
As far as the whole production, everything went great. The costumes were dead on. The cast was awesome to work with. A lot of theater people were brought in. It was just an all-around good learning experience.
Well, honestly, I had a great time. This is actually my first time doing this, so yeah, had a lot of fun. It was at the end of a long day, working and all that, but had my mind on other things with hockey and that kind of thing. But no, it was a fun time. The place we shot in was absolutely gorgeous. It was fun walking around during takes, kind of getting everything, kind of getting a lay of the land, and acting like a tour guide as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's awesome stories with all the fight scenes. The fight scenes were awesome just to choreograph and come up with a game plan for. I liked working with everybody, Every day was a great experience. I mean, between the fight scenes and all the props. I mean, you brought horses in on one day. The horse and buggy was awesome to film with, and all the locations were actual places in history. That was pretty cool, So there's a lot of realistic qualities to this thing, and I think it's going to be pretty cool.
It's got a little bit of everything. It has action, it's got a little hint of romance in there. It's a great period piece with lots of fun historical references and ideas, and I really hope that it continues in some fashion so we can see what happens to these characters.